Half hippie, half hood chick here. You'll check out my medicine cabinet. Yes, all the herbs that you can possibly think of that one should have in their house when they're naturally taking care of their mind, body, and soul. So let's get into it. As we all know, I have been under the weather since Sunday, realistically, since Saturday night after returning home from the beach, really late. 9:30, 10 p.m. to be exact, because I went to two events in the city where it drizzled and it never warmed up. The high was possibly 72. That does not mean the high on the beach was 72. So, anyways, I should have made this okay, I'm not gonna lie, 6 weeks ago, and I didn't. And I should have, because it would have came right on time for right now. So as I suffer, and it's all my fault, excuse me, here I am trying to hurry up and make my fire cider. As you can see, I diced up my ginger, my turmeric, my jalapeno. I am skinning a lemon alive because I need not only the lemon peel, but the actual lemon as well. Now, in the midst of me trying to record this video, my son decides to get injured at school during PE playing football, and I had to go and pick him up because he landed on his head. And I'm like, baby, you are literally 6'5", 240 pounds of steel, a brick. How did you not break your fall when it's gonna take you at least 10 seconds to get down? But anyways, this is my child, and he'll find a way to hurt himself. He always does. So I picked him up, told him to lay in the living room because I had to make sure that he did not die in my presence. You could die at school or somewhere else, but you will not fall unconscious in my presence, not in this holy home. So anyway, I go back to recording, and this is the garlic, fresh garlic, your red onion. I don't know how to peel onions, and they make me cry. And they're against my religion. It's racism. Anytime that I cut an onion, I just scream racism because nothing feels worse than that. Diced up my key limes, not to be mixed up with limes, because key limes have different antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that your body needs, opposed to basic bald-headed ass limes. When I layer it, I like to put the onion first and then go with God for the rest of it. I tend to do things for aesthetics, so I want it to look a certain way while it's sitting in the cabinet fermenting. Don't ask me why, I just do. Do what you want to, talk to your Lord. You guys have a meeting and decide what you're gonna do yourself. After I layered halfway through the jar, I add my fresh herbs that came from my garden, so that's thyme. And then you'll see in a minute, I'm gonna add some rosemary. I did put jalapeno peppers at the bottom, but again, it's called a fire cider. You can use habanero peppers and everything like that. Because I like to take this about 3 times a week, and I am trying not to rip a hole in my esophagus, I do not play around with the habanos or the narrows, okay? I try to keep it simple. Jalapeno is good enough for me. Okay, as you can see, I am doing another jar, just speeding up the process so you guys can see this is how you would want to layer your jar if you were going to make fire cider at home. Excuse the background, and why did they decide to garden right now? Makes no sense to me. I am trying to live in my soft girl life. This is so ghetto. Anyway, rosemary, put that up in there, really pretty. Add the remainder of what's left. And then I like to add weed leaves that have been dried. They're, again, from my garden. These are male weed leaves, not to be mistaken with the female leaves that are generally CBD. THC. The male leaves provide CBD, so it has a different effect. You will not be high. Then you add your star anise and your cinnamon. A lot of people like to put cinnamon sticks. I just crush up the cinnamon and put it in there because it doesn't matter. Let's just keep it a buck. Aesthetically, it looks great. The jar that does not have the weed leaves has echinacea. I ran out of echinacea, which means I have to order some more. Let me put that on my list. Anyway, you see layers and layers and layers. That last is right here, that jar, that is burdock root. That again, I have at home. I dried at home and it was sealed in a jar. Then you add your peppercorn. You can use ground pepper if you want. I prefer peppercorn because that's what's going to help the turmeric get into your system. You need it. After that, you add your ACV, apple cider vinegar, with the mothers. You do not want to get a cheap brand. You want to make sure it has the mothers. It needs to look this color. Anything other than this, I don't know, baby. You might have to pray because I don't know what you're playing with, but not me. Then, once everything is filled up, screw your lid on tightly. Yes, baby, I do reuse glass. I use this Prego for my kid's father, also known as baby daddy, because he Prego get on my nerves within a few days. But I do make sure that he's healthy and well, just like I take care of my husband and my children, because one thing you gonna do is come pick up your child when I need a break. Anyways, fire cider, it looks aesthetically great. You guys have a good day. All right, bye.